I know I'm going to be coming in a little hot with this, but your pain is not a negative thing. It feels negative. No one wants to be in pain. We're pain avoiding creatures. But I think our pain is a gift. The things that we feel, whether they're physical, mental, or emotional, it's drawing our attention to something. Like when our hand is on the hot stove and then we feel the pain of the hot stove, that's bringing all of our attention and all of our awareness to our hand and to remove our hand. And I think that even though I mostly speak to emotional pain here, I think that all pain holds that purpose. So what can we do then, like, instead of ignore our pain and distract ourselves with drinking and smoking and video games and all these things that are fine in moderation, but like if we really want to not take this gift for granted, to really understand our pain, like, and because emotional pain is really, really deep. Physical pain, it's usually like you feel the spot on your body where the pain is coming from, your attention is brought there immediately, and then whether or not you could physically do something about it, you know, it's almost like an in the moment thing. Whereas like emotionally, we linger. Emotionally, we it's draining. It zaps a lot of our energy. Physical pain could be crippling. Emotional energy just evaporates when we're just taxed from emotional pain. So, and it's a much cloudier process. So I believe that, at least for me, like, I need to sit with my pain in order to understand where it's coming from, in order to understand what it's trying to tell me. And I think that our pain has the ability to show us the answers and ways to a happier, more fulfilled life, a much more authentic way of living, the higher self, so to speak. But one major aspect of practices like shadow work or inner child work is that you really need to let yourself feel the full weight of the emotion that you've been putting off for days, weeks, months, years. And I think that it's really scary to do that because some of our pain feels so overwhelming and so life-crushing that we fear to feel it. And if we allow ourselves to fully sink into that feeling, that it will possess us. But I think that there's a fine line. I think there's a divine dance that we can do while allowing ourselves to fall into our emotions. Instead of trying to control how we feel, why not try to control how we react to how we feel? Let ourselves feel the full weight of all of it, but try to have the discipline and the strength and the courage to face it head on and not let it dictate your actions. Like if someone wronged you and someone hurt you, really feel that. Really feel that betrayal. Really feel that pain that they caused. Maybe let yourself feel the pain that you caused yourself for believing in them or putting yourself in that situation. Allow yourself to feel the pain of time wasted and all this stuff. Allow yourself to feel all that. But don't physically react to it. Just let yourself feel it. Because I think a physical reaction, Like, we're trying to react to emotional pain the way that we react to physical pain. But physical pain and emotional pain are different. Physical pain requires a physical action. Emotional pain requires an emotional reaction. An emotional reaction to emotional pain can simply be crying, could be shouting, could be creative expression, whether it's through art like painting or poetry. I prefer music over everything. Expression. Now, there's ways to get that out physically too, if you did want to lean in the physical way. Like, I know some people, like therapists, will like say like punch a pillow to get out that anger. I prefer to go to the gym regularly to get out that. But like, leaning a little bit too heavy on that way of releasing kind of still is a mask. I'm learning anyway. And the only real way to make it out of an emotional, turbulent time in your life is to really let yourself feel it. But the way to prevent it from possessing you is to try to, through discipline, control your actions and your reactions to what you're feeling. You don't need to prevent yourself from crying. And if you create the right environment or the right space to do it, you don't have to prevent yourself from screaming or cursing or yelling or whatever you need to express and get out. There's so many different ways you can do it. And that's why therapy is such an important tool for all of us. It's a great way to kind of just like trauma dump, because that's their job. They're there to hear you out and to potentially give you a different perspective to whatever you're going through. Obviously, good friends are there for a similar reason, but you don't want to always trauma dump on your friends, because then you're just going to become a burden to them, as you would feel like any one of your friends doing that constantly to you would feel like a burden to you. So I think that there's different ways to really get that emotional reaction out. But I think that a physical reaction to an emotional response is we're crossing wires a bit. I think truly, at the end of the day, the pain that we go through in this lifetime, I do believe it's for a reason. It could be a very surface level reason, like, oh, we're supposed to learn to not want to be loved so desperately by people, especially people that don't return that love so easily. Or it could be a little bit deeper. It could be like, I'm meant to learn to, love myself more and not compartmentalize and reject certain aspects of myself just in order to accept myself. Everything is a lesson. Everything throughout this life is a lesson, and I think that we're meant to be here for all of it, to feel all of it, and that's why I've made the personal decision to be sober and to fully face these things head on, almost constantly. It is a bit exhausting sometimes, and I've actually given myself a few breaks here and there. Much like if you go to the gym regularly, you need a day off eventually. If you're going every single day, that's one way to get burnt out. Even with making videos like this, there was a week or so where, I wasn't putting videos like this out because I just needed a break, because it's, even though while I'm making these, it's not so exhausting, I'm literally just talking about my experiences, it's still, I gotta find the time throughout my busy day to kind of set up the camera, sit down, and then just like talk from the heart, And we're not machines. our bodies might mirror machines, but we're not actual machines. We are spiritual beings here experiencing what it's like to be a human being. And part of the human experience is relaxing, taking a moment, slowing down, coming back to yourself, allowing yourself to feel and fall apart. So I hope something in this video has encouraged you to recontextualize what the pain that you've experienced in your life is. Maybe that there's a deeper purpose for you to find if you found it already. Maybe this has just helped to reaffirm that for you. So I just want to thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.